bite to eat. Patrolman sat beside me, right next to my seat. Cardboard plates, expired and old, dodged the bullet, truth be told. All my life's a bumpy ride, up and down just like the weather. She left me for another fella with my electric radio car antenna. Summer nights in Denver, free and wild, ogling the ladies, no longer a child. But in the Torch Club I found glorious smile. My hopes were high, but just for a little while. Took her home in my Vito bride and pressed her with my suspensions glide. But then her boyfriend, big and mean, popped up in my window and shattered all my dreams. He screamed, she screamed, I could see their love was on trial. While I sat there in silence, I was watching it all in denial. She chose him, I was left alone. My busted radio died halfway home. Oh, my life's a bumpy ride, up and down just like the weather. She left me for another fella with my electric radio car antenna. Like most good stories, this was about a girl. Actually, a very attractive girl. A girl named Norma Hernandez, who I later learned was from Chula Vista, California. Fifth Avenue had a schizophrenic relationship. On the lower Fifth Avenue, it was like a dungy, old, beat-up bars where bikers and low-level people hung out. Over on the Broadway was a dividing street, and from upper Fifth Avenue from Broadway, you had a more refined set. Upscale bars, a lot of cocktail lounges, and naturally the people that frequented them were also very much upscale. In one of those upscale bars, I noticed this beautiful Hispanic lady, and I couldn't take my eyes off her. It inspired me so much that I actually had got enough nerve to go up and ask her for a dance. And as it turned out, we had a connection immediately. And from that point on, she was my girl in San Diego. And every time I came back from a ship stop, wherever it was, whether it was Vietnam or wherever, I always went back to Norma to see her, and she was always there for me. San Diego mornings sun rising high, home port for the St. Paul neath the California sky. Months of Vietnam, but our hearts held strong, and our navy blue uniforms we belong. Walking up Broadway, memories in the air, from the Seafair in Seattle to the Rose Fest Fair, stopping at honky-tonks, sailors' dreams to share. On Fifth Avenue, freedom's everywhere. We found our spots, those bars on Fifth. Nickel snatchers dropped us off, ready for shift. A sailor's life filled with drudgery and toil, but liberty in San Diego made it worth the while. Walking up Broadway, memories in the air, from the Seafair in Seattle to the Rose Fest Fair, stopping at honky-tonks, a sailor's dreams to share. On Fifth Avenue, freedom's everywhere. One day a bar fight, tale to tale, fighters and bravado, trash that place to hell. Just disrespect the Navy and the fist fly fast. We slipped out quietly, knowing that this too shall pass. We danced and drank, lost in romance. Even after deployment, our bond stayed true. From Fifth Avenue nights to the wide ocean blue. Walking up Broadway, memories in the air, from the Seafair in Seattle to the Rose Fest Fair, stopping at honky-tonks, sailors' dream share. On Fifth Avenue, freedom's everywhere. We were walking up Broadway, memories in the air, from the Seafair in Seattle to the Rose Fest Fair, stopping at honky-tonks with all my dreams to share. On Fifth Avenue, freedom's everywhere. On Fifth Avenue, freedom's everywhere. Dressed in her finest, ready for a night renowned. They met by chance in the twilight at a bar on Fifth Avenue. The place was filled with laughter and an Easter hat parade. Norma's smile was shining bright at the games that they all played. Norma was confused, not even slightly amused. She began to have her doubts that her sailor was out of the closet he was never really in. Oh, Norma, let's remember us again. Back to the ship he wandered, with memories in his mind of a girl named Norma and the love he'd left behind. Laughing at the confusion and the hats they wore that night, but a face kept haunting him in the cold morning light. Norma was confused, not even slightly amused. She began to have her doubts that her sailor was out of the closet he was never
thought he was not interested at all, that he played for another team. So she left the bar quite suddenly, thinking it was just a dream.
Just a dream.
But you know, he never meant to hurt her. It was just a night gone awry. And forevermore, she was the one that he couldn't keep in that cold morning light. So, needless to say, Norma was confused, not even slightly amused. That girl began to have her doubts that a sailor was out of the closet he was never really in. Oh, Norma, let's remember us again. Come on now, remember us again. Oh, baby, just let me, please, Norma, just love me, baby. Ordered a pork something with curry, yellow rice, dark brown sauce on top. Didn't look too nice. One bite and I knew consequences would ensue. Being a Latino man, thought I couldn't make it through. And then it was over before I knew. And to my complete dismay, she never looked my way. Much like that dinner I was just passing through. That night, stomach cramps hit, doubled over in pain. If I could survive a day, I'd be okay. Next day, no food, torn between doctor and fate. Cramps came and went, my body in an ache. And then it was over before I knew. And to my complete dismay, she never looked my way. Much like that dinner I was just passing through. By the third day, still no relief in sight. Retreated to my bed, electric blanket on high. Chills and muscle aches, a fever in my veins. Wondered if I'd make it through this endless rain. Something stirred. I rushed to my throne with hope. I knew it wouldn't be smooth, like sliding down a slope. 15 minutes straining, with tears and pain so great. Relief and curiosity, what did all this create? Looked down, nothing there, serene blue toilet water. Pain had passed right through, like waves parting underwater. Ultimate relief, but missing what I'd birthed. This journey through the pain had left me feeling cursed. And then it was over before I knew. And to my complete dismay, she never looked my way. Much like that dinner I was just passing through. Much like that dinner I was just passing through.
One late morning, as I left the hotel to stretch my legs, I walked down the street and came upon a open patio cafe where young people were conversing, drinking, and having a good time. I couldn't help but notice that a focus was on this one lady who was relating some stories that was keeping everybody entertained. And I said, this is a nice way to start the day off.
So there I was, on my own. Saw her standing by the bar so bright in the dim light star in the night with a laugh that could heal any scar. Intrigued by the girl in the bar. Oh, she's a mystery, a work of art. Captured my eyes, captured my heart. And now I'm watching her from afar. She's the girl in the bar. Conversations flowing like sweet wine. In her presence everything is still fine. Lost in the tales of who you are. Mesmerized by the girl in the bar. Oh, she's a mystery, a work of art. Captured my eyes, captured my heart. And now I'm watching her from afar. She's the girl in the bar. Time stood still, just her and me. In her eyes a world that I long to see. Wondering if our paths will go far. Enchanted by the girl in the bar. Oh, she's a mystery, a work of art. Captured my eyes, captured my heart. And now I'm watching her from afar. She's the girl in the bar. In the smoky haze she shines so clear. A melody only my heart can hear. Dreaming of a night under the stars with a girl in the bar. She's a mystery, a work of art. Captured my eyes, captured my heart. And now I'm watching her from afar. She's the girl in the bar. On my heart she's leaving a scar. She's the girl in the bar. In my 20s, life was so good. 25 miles from West Hollywood. Here on this coastal plain, it almost never rains, except in the winter when it falls like a landslide in Southern California. Mind the rain-soaked ground and bring a landslide down. California bandito, from Los Alamitos, El Bandito escapó en la noche. In Orange County, life was so sweet. On arid, sun-baked, dust-blowing streets, I rented a house, had its own pool. The HOA was soft on rules. At night, the college girls stopped by. Me and my roommates, we were single guys, just taking fun. At the end of the day, no one called home to say California bandito, from Los Alamitos, El Bandito escapó en la noche. We chased the sun till it set. Our hearts were wild when they met. In those starlit nights, we burned like neon lights. Alamitos, el bandido escapó en la noche.
Espinosa, cut down to lyncher on the town's blind side, where Trinidad, Colorado keeps its dirty little secrets, locked away, trying to hide. 5'1" with steel in his heels, tapping Morse code warnings as he walked. The Castle Hill King with nothing left to lose, where poverty is about not just how you look, but how you talk.
They'll say he had it coming, another Mexican causing trouble. They'll say the system worked just fine, but the boys lying in that rubber, hard luck dementia.
Father and barroom nights, a town with two faces that never meet. Nuns walk by while Pachucos prowl after sundown on Commercial Street. You got a creech to spare, his question hangs like Judgment Day come early to town. The blade's just a promise of what happens when desperation wears the crown.
They'll say he had it coming, another Mexican causing trouble. They'll say the system worked just fine, but the boys lying in that river. And all their declarations won't make There was a time when I doubted my place. I was adrift on the sea. You came along and you brightened the place, and that's what you gave to me. The stories you told often lit up your face, your heart filled with charity. A poet's sweet prose and a life filled with grace, and that's what you gave to me. We'll share one more meal and commiserate over a glass of unsweetened tea. With meals often good and a friendship that's great, and that's what you gave to me. I saw the city lights go out last night. I saw the moonlight drift across the bay. I wandered all around the lonely streets. It didn't bring you back to me. I couldn't believe they said you'd gone for good. Forever just a memory left for me. Now I'm left alone to face the dawn. I wanted to be with you today. You always said to me, darling, build your life brighter every day. Don't let it all slip away. Just because I'm gone, you'll have my memory to carry on. I think about her every day. Now I'm standing on the golden gate, with the wind blowing hard on my face. The waters below, they're calling me, scaring me. I wanted to be with you today. You always said to me, darling, build your life brighter every day. Don't let it all slip away. Just because I'm gone, you'll have my memory to carry on. I think about her every day. You always said to me, darling, live your life brighter every day. Don't let it all slip away. Just because I'm gone, you'll have my memory to carry on. I showed you miss her every day.
back, get back to me. 'Cause I'm crying.